My brother.
Man,
How you doing?
I'm good.
Good to see you, man. Then brought to the New York City. How was that flight?
The flight was cool, man. I'm still trying to figure out what we doing today.
Man, shit, man, they got me out here with rapist mustache on this side and then a real terrorist on this side. Wait till you see his hat.
You talking about the porn star looking dude?
Well, definitely the porn star.
Okay. When I seen dude with the mustache, I told my wife to just hang back.
Man, trust me. I be
I
trying to
didn't
stay
really
away.
trust.
That's why I sit away from that nigga.
I ain't really trusting.
I stay away from him.
Keep my eyes open.
Hey, what's going on?
Mr. B or Bernard? Or
See, you already starting
See,
with the
there you go.
bullshit.
Mr. B word.
You
Okay,
already
okay.
starting with the bullshit.
So
I'm
I
not
don't know
even
if he
touching
told
you.
you, but basically this is my show, and then so I'm kind of the main. I would get
That's
star.
that white entitlement I was telling you about.
That's
earlier.
your
One second.
show.
Yeah.
Y'all starting
talk
now already?
sneakers, so you know.
Okay.
You good?
Yeah, we're gonna shoot, right? We're good to go.
Bruh,
Yeah.
stop moving your goddamn hands already,
Let's
bro.
start it. I'm
you
ready.
just sat down.
I'm ready.
That's that terrorist
Why
shit
y'all
I'm
got
telling
that
you
Secret
about.
Service shit in y'all ears, though? I
I'm
ain't
telling
getting
you, he took that from the Shake
All right,
Shack after he blew that
Let's
bitch
start
up.
the show.
That's a full size. That's a full size. She want every color. That's a full size.
Hello once again to our legions of fans, every single person in the FS Army. We are back again. Second episode of the season here, of course. I am your co-host, Brendan Dunne.
I'm Matt Welty.
Hey, and I'm Trinidad Drippin' James once again, baby.
And we do have a special guest with us here today. If
Woohoo!
you could introduce yourself.
The Trilogy, Bun B, Rebel UGK for life. Long live the pimp.
Rest in peace. Okay. Rapper, sneakerhead, Rice University professor, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I'll take all those.
Okay.
I'll take all that.
Okay, some bullet points on the resume. Of course, we're going to talk everything that's happening in the world of sneakers. We want to jump into some news topics. Before that, we do want to kind of figure out a little bit more about Bun B's history with sneakers and kind of your personal taste to let us know how much we should trust your opinion, with all due respect.
We gotta pass the test, the qualifications before the.
Everybody got to go through a
test.
test on here, OG.
Okay.
First thing we want to know, your You and collab, how much is it going for on StockX?
Right now, that's a good question because I didn't check that. I would probably say maybe 200, something like that. I wouldn't think it'd be going over for more than 200 because retail was pretty decent on it.
Okay.
And it wasn't that difficult a shoe to get.
Actually going for like 126
Oh,
right now.
that's why I
He
said
crunched the
over.
numbers.
I said it wasn't going to be over.
Okay.
That's pretty close to retail though.
Yeah. What's your thoughts on Supreme as a whole?
I love the brand. Obviously, I get off-put by how some guys, really just use it to get paid. Reselling Supreme is like a job for some people nowadays.
I mean, somebody's going to buy it. You have a rapper right next to you with the Supreme jersey on.
Hype beast must stay alive.
They do make a lot of fresh stuff, but then they also they'll make a brick. And sometimes
A literal brick. Yeah.
Sometimes I wonder if they're just making shit to see if we'll buy it.
You think they're fucking with like the sneaker community or like streetwear?
I think they're fucking with people's heads every now and then on some of that stuff.
We're not mad. We're impressed. I think from 1 to Trilogy, I'm going to give you like super real. That's
take
where
that.
we're going to put you on the,
take that.
on the
that.
scale there. Anyways, now that we know that kind of about your footwear background, we want to jump into the news topics. The first thing we're talking about here is the Skepta Nike Air Max Deluxe. How do you guys feel about this shoe?
Cool. It has like the never sleep on tour thing.
It's
I know
cool?
that- I know
These
that,
are cool?
Well,
I like
From an
them.
artist perspective, those
let's
are
talk
amazing.
about the
From a
front.
what?
Artist perspective? Something
Oh,
that
so
you're
I'm not
not.
qualified to
Wait,
speak
are
on
you-
it because
are
I'm
you-
not an
and-
artist?
and
And
you
UK
considered an
people,
artist?
For sure.
UK people are drawn to different silhouettes as well. So like when Dizzy Rascal was doing his, he was doing Air Max 1s.
Dizzy Rascal is undefeated in the sneaker collab
Yeah,
game.
the Air
He
Max
has
90
no
to me is
he has
like-
no bad shoes.
No,
Oh, no,
you
and
love
then,
it.
and then Ben
You're
Dre
passionate.
helped him with a lot of them
Yeah.
too. So it's
Yeah,
not
of
like
course.
this one we know, like the first one, Air Max 97. As
Right.
everyone knows, Sneaker OG, rest in peace, Gary Barnett helped him out on that collaboration. I know you said the second one you weren't into as much.
the red and blue, right?
The
I think he's
BW.
been on a steady
Decline.
Since
yeah,
the first
decline.
one was
yeah,
so
the
the first
yeah,
one
the
was so
97
good.
is the best. Do we all agree on that?
I like this one the best.
I like this one.
Me personally.
I actually like the red and blue. That was pretty cool.
Really?
Red and blue is clean in person.
I did. It's much. Some shoes.
I'm gonna
look
reconsider your
really-
rating, Bun.
That's fine. That's
I'm gonna
fine.
have to-
Do you think
I'm a different style of swag, so I get it.
As
I
an
think
artist
we-
yourself, do you think
think we
like
know that.
Skepta is one of those like I know he's not technically a rapper, but like one of the artists that
Skepta's not a rapper?
I know he's not technically a rapper, but he's a grime artist, right? But he
Now I got to rethink your rating.
Wow.
is
The
it, I
hat.
mean, no, but I'm just saying
back at it.
whatever. But do you think that he's like like the right artist to kind of tell an authentic story from your viewing standpoint.
Yeah, definitely. He's got the experience.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying,
too
in the
bad the shoes
industry,
suck.
and he actually knows his sneakers. You know what I'm saying, because he's picking silhouettes that people wouldn't normally be drawn to.
Yeah.
And trying to add some kind of elements to it that would bring that particular silhouette back out and make it look fresh again. Like, he just happened to pick the right shoe at the right time.
I don't know.
think.
I would
Don't
rather have the
disrespect
OG.
Skepta.
Did you
guys.
ever
Don't
get-
disrespect
did you ever
Skepta. He's
get-
picking good shoes.
Did they ever
That's a
offer
good-
you a
Shoes that people wouldn't go to.
Did someone ever present you with a really whack sneaker collab idea and you're like, I'm not fucking with that shoe?
No, I haven't turned down any. I haven't had anybody present me with anything that was just like, nah, I don't want my brand associated with that. I've been really lucky.
All right, now moving forward in the news, LeBron James, somebody I love a lot, me personally. He just dropped his new shoe, the 16.
Yes.
How do you feel about that, OG?
I'm indifferent about the LeBron shoes because I'm not a hooper.
Okay.
And I understand that a lot of the shoes, particularly the last three, have been more technical.
You didn't like any of those, or?
Well, I like the lifestyle ones.
Yeah,
When
yeah.
You know, the lifestyle editions of them more than anything because, like I said, I'm not a hooper. That's got your name written all over it.
Do you like
I'm
these
gonna
shoes?
tell you honestly, man, and I love LeBron, but it's a hit and miss. You know, like I don't like every Jordan model when you start going past 16.
Sure.
I like 15. The
But last
15
time
was
with the 15, but you saw like the Kith collaborations.
The 15
15
is
is
hard.
nicer than the 16.
The 15
so
is a
I'm kind
smash.
of upset about the way they rolled these out, where like LeBron just like posted these crappy pics of them on his Instagram.
No, I mean, this
like,
is
I would rather
2018. That
see-
makes sense though. Like the kids need to see
But it
it
seemed
on the
like
person's
LeBron
It
foot.
makes the
wipe
shoe
his
look
camera
cool. These look
lens
much better in
with the photo.
person.
Like, now, LeBron's the best person to debut his shoes. I'm still not with this one, but I will hoop it though.
You also balled in CDG 180, so you'll pretty much ball in anything.
Of course, I love to test out shoes and just the basketball court in
You
general.
like to break your ankles as well.
Okay,
Yeah,
DJ.
so, speaking about more shoes that may or DJ over here.
What's your DJ name?
Thank you.
No.
You don't want to tell the people?
Well-
Welter
I
Skelter,
won't, no.
DJ Welter Skelter.
There's another round of the Acronym Prestos.
That's right.
2016, we named it the best sneaker of the year as a whole. For me though,
You like this?
no, I don't.
What about the last
are
one?
worse.
I liked the first one, but I think when you get collaborations like this that are so groundbreaking or like reworking the model and all that sort of stuff, if you want to do the next collaboration with Acronym, you have to do something new. You can't.
Like a different, you think
Okay.
a different silhouette.
So
Or different-
this is
or
the
different
same
approach.
silhouette.
Yeah,
with
that's
new
what I'm
colors,
saying.
right?
Right.
I
You
agree
can't-
with you, but one asterisk is that I think the white on white Acronym Lunar Force 1 was better than any of the ones they released before.
For real?
Yeah.
Wow. You didn't like the
Colorways that they-
colorways in the first release?
I thought those were kind of whack.
I'm straight on
All
these
three of
colorways.
these look a little cheap.
I'm straight on these
I
colorways.
don't know. There's one that has like the blue and kind of pinkish colorway.
That's the best
Yeah.
one. That's the best one.
That one
Okay.
is clean. I
Yeah.
give
I must
that
say
one.
they all
have
Like I
this,
said,
like-
this one is derivative of the Vapor Max colorways, and I didn't get any of those because I felt like they were kind of beating that Volt colorway. They were kind of
Yeah.
beating you over the head.
I remember when
And
they
that
did that
logo was
whole-
just kind of
that
whack
whole
too. It
vault
looks like a
thing with the
safari
Air
thing when
Force
it's
Ones and
printed
stuff.
on
Well, and
there.
if you want something like this, like how easy for you to just be like,
I don't have Aerosyn on dial, so
no?
no.
Well, I'll
I get
connect you
seated
with
certain things like
Yeah,
they
like-
at this point they kind of know what I'm into and what I'm not.
I like
They got
that.
an idea of the kind of stuff that I like and the shit that I'm gonna gravitate to. So they'll tend to send me
Jordan
stuff like
over
that.
Nike? Or
Yeah,
Nike?
yeah.
Are you
Okay.
on Jordan Brand's payroll?
No, not well. Not on a weekly bi-weekly salary, but I have had
You get a stipend
I have
here
had
and
the
there.
luxury
Okay,
of breaking
okay.
bread with Jordan Brand. Shout out to Reggie.
We always like to talk about what Kanye West is up to here on the show. He did tweet out a photo of a new shoe this past week. This is what he's calling the Adidas Yeezy 700 V3. He
Where's
said,
the V2?
I don't know exactly how that works. He said Mark Miner, one of the former Nike designers who defected to Adidas, worked on the silhouette. The first thing I thought when I saw this thing was it looks so much like the Nike Zoom Fly SP, right? But-
With the thick sole.
Yeah, right? And like the
It looks
line
like it's
to
got
it.
more. It looks like it's got more of a sole than that.
What do you think about the dad shoe trend?
They're kind of heavy for me.
Mm.
Like that's the only problem.
Have you
with
tried
them.
any of them or you just
I tried the Balenciaga on,
That's
Too hard to
Triple S?
swallow?
and it's
was
just
a little
too heavy.
It's heavy.
And
Okay.
then like Louis makes one now too, and my wife got them, and she kept them for like 3 hours. Like they look really good.
Is that the Louis Vuitton one that has like the arch?
Yes.
How? How do you put your foot in that shoe?
Is the arch
That's
deceptive?
it's
Is it not
really-
really an arch or is it an arch?
What do you think though about actual like dad shoes, like people wearing the Monarch and stuff like that nowadays?
Well, I mean, somebody's got to wear New Balance. Somebody's got to wear New Balance.
Like, what is the cutoff age on certain shoes? Or as far as you feel good in, you can wear it. How do you
I feel like it's a comfort thing. I feel like if you're not trying to force yourself, there's a certain wardrobe component that has to go with these shoes.
Correct.
So maybe the shoe might be something that you're into, but in order to really freak the shoe like it's meant to be freaked, then you'd have to probably compromise yourself clothing-wise. And
Correct.
I don't think everybody needs to be doing that. Like I'm 45 years old right now. There's certain things that I'm gonna wear and certain things I'm never gonna wear. So as long as the shoe goes good with nice pair of shorts and a plain tee.
Even if they're
I'm
denim
good.
shorts.
Yeah, I'm not against denim shorts. Now it took me a while to come back to it because they're making denim shorts different. You know what I'm saying?
How
These
are
aren't
they
really
making the
shorts.
denim shorts?
You know, they're fraying them a little bit.
Oh, you make denim shorts. I get it.
Yeah, me, no.
Like, next week you're gonna have on some denim shorts. They're
Well,
gonna be a little bit higher.
I wouldn't wear them around K Slay, obviously, because he's totally against the jorts. You know what I'm saying? But I find comfort in it. Look, I feel comfortable in it. I'm not going to let society tell me what I can wear and what I can't wear.
Exactly. Let's talk about something that I feel that we all have a strong opinion on, but probably a different perspective because we all come from different backgrounds, is fakes. Sneakers and fakes. Recently in the news.
Just like these, right?
Sir, these are not fakes. Shout out to Index in Portland.
Okay.
Or whatever. My boys came through. Mikey, everybody else. Love. Thank you. Next
I
day
need to
shipping.
holler at them, but that's
DS,
I'm not mad.
Heineken's. Anyways, I feel we all have a perspective and the same strong feeling about it. But I don't know if you've seen this, OG. There's a guy in China. I might pronounce this word wrong. China, do not hurt me. Putin, or Pushin, China. Putin. That's like where all the fakes get made.
They're a little village, little town.
Little
right?
town.
Yeah,
or
right.
This guy.
Huh? No, I haven't been. I'm
Because
familiar.
you sounded
You got a tour date there?
No.
Some spot
Just left
dates here
Japan,
and
not
there.
China. Just left Japan.
Chan Sneakers. I don't know his whole name. Asian guy. He's making $100,000 a month on making like the best variables, the best fakes in the game.
The craziest thing about it to me is I was watching the doc
This is
and
from Vice, right?
yeah, it was only like about
Shout out
8
to
minutes
those guys.
long, and I don't understand why Vice is trying to do anything about sneaker culture. But that's a discussion for another. But he had this one room of sneakers that like customers had sent back. They weren't good enough.
That was crazy.
And he had a Pharrell human race, and he's saying that people are complaining that the fake sneakers don't look good enough. And I'm like, motherfucker, you're buying fake sneakers.
You're buying fake
That's the craziest
And you're
shit.
complaining to the fake factory that the stitching on the human race isn't tight enough around the edges. Like,
Right.
you're gonna get called out for wearing them. It's like, why don't you not fucking buy them?
And his prices are like super cheap.
It's like $80 for like
So,
a pair. Like,
he'll make over the Triple S Balenciagas
Mm-hmm.
that are like $1,000 shoe, sell it for $120, and somebody's complaining about the S
how do you feel
on
though?
a $120 fake shoe.
You said yourself, when we growing up, not a lot of money to spend on shoes.
Right.
You know, I mean, like if you were in like today's world, you know, when fake sneakers are like a bigger thing, would you back then? I mean, you back then now, would you want
What?
like
How does this
fake?
time machine? I'm trying to figure this out.
I don't
You
know.
back then, now.
Well, I
No,
mean-
you know what I mean. Like the same
I don't
mentality.
know what you
in-
mean.
I mean,
in-
if you
in
don't want to
2018.
spend $200-300 on shoes, you could just buy some Cortez or something.
That's
right?
right.
That's what
Yeah.
I think. Like,
You know, there's a shoe for you out there,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
have you guys
don't
ever
get
bought
every
fakes?
shoe.
Have you ever?
Back in the day when I was young, yes, I ain't know no better, for
You
sure.
said you used to sell fakes back in the
Yeah,
day.
I did. Back when I didn't know any better, yeah. When I was a teenager, growing up, I definitely did.
Did you
This is the
co-produce this
documentary we're
documentary?
shooting.
I'm honest with mine. We keep it real. Man, my first shoes were horrible.
Yeah.
Like they were horrible.
Yeah.
You know, and when I finally was able to like figure out how to make money, and mind you, I come from Trinidad. I didn't even have a green card. So I'm an immigrant, so I'm double poor. Because you don't have an opportunity to do anything. So you have to figure it out. But dressing good was something that always caught my eyes because everybody else around me dressed way
You're
better
still
than
working
me.
on it, but
Is that
One
why
short
you
at a
got
time.
attracted to the show? Because we had the SpongeBob Jordans on here.
No,
You're
you
like,
just
damn, I
dressed-
used to have those back in the day.
all right. So you go there, we're trying to find a way to
Anyways, to
make money.
continue. This your day. You're right. Moving forward, man. A guy introduced me. He seemed like I started to like wear shoes and I come buy shoes from him. And he was like, hey man, you know, you really wasting your money. You should start selling these shoes. And it was very interesting because, you know, not to throw anybody under the bus, you had to go on websites like Nice Kicks and you see crazy shoes on there.
Right.
Matt Hatfield,
You
come
know
on
what
the
I'm saying?
show.
You'll see crazy shoes on there, and I was like, yo. So that kind of introduced me into the world of B grade sneakers, which I, at the time when I'm 14 years old, 13, 14, 15 years old, I don't know what that is. And I take that from South Carolina in the Bible Belt, country ass South Carolina,
Right.
and bring that hustle to Atlanta, and I'm the man. Like we didn't know any better, you know what I'm saying? Well, I didn't know any better.
When did you like turn a corner on that and decide like I'm into sneakers, I'm passionate about this, I care about the design and the people who created these, I'm not gonna be involved with fakes?
The Toy Yellow Force. When
Yeah.
the Toy Yellow Force came out, at that time, the way that shoe was made, I looked at the fours I had and I looked at those fours, and I was like, this just doesn't feel right anymore. It's what
The
a
glue
real
didn't smell
shoe
correct.
is supposed to feel
You
right.
licked the sole and the taste was off.
Well,
He was
I've never
tired
been
of
a
wearing
licker of the
see-through
soul.
sneakers all the time.
There's nothing wrong with licking the sole. Bun, do you ever do the sole
Nah,
lick?
not
No,
see-through.
I don't lick the sole. No.
I think that's only a Fat Joe thing, and maybe you rub it against your mustache, but I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not my thing. Let me ask you one question, OG.
Go for it.
What do you think that is ever justifiable for somebody? Let's say a parent they just can't afford it, but they want the child to look a certain way, and they buy fake shoes. Do you think it's any justification behind buying fakes?
If that's what you want to do, but for a parent to buy a son or a daughter a pair of fake shoes doesn't really help the kid, because as soon as the kid gets exposed for having fake shoes on, it's even worse than having
And
cheap
if the parents
shoes.
doesn't tell the kid,
Doesn't
you know what
tell
I mean?
you, like the parent sends you to school knowing that you got fake shoes on, but you don't know that, and then you get called out. It's kind of like the FUBU episode of Atlanta.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It could be extremely detrimental, in some cases traumatic to a kid to
Also,
get
I
exposed
think
for
that
something
like you said earlier, there's always other cool shoes. Like, I'm okay with there being a
That was
high
the best
barrier
point about
to
the
entry
Cortez.
to this stuff. Like, I think if you really want a pair of off-white Jordan 1s, I don't think you should be able to just go out and buy them, whether or not you're like a kid or an adult. Like, these things are cool in part because they're tough to get. So, like,
Right.
I think if you're just getting into sneakers, like, you should
Or
spend a
KD.
lot of
The
time,
KDs are usually
you know,
really priced.
Yeah, exactly. There's
effectively.
always good stuff out there. If something is too hyped or too hard to get, just buy something else.
Yeah.
I think we have some fake shoes in the building today. Is that right? We want to test. We want to
Yeah,
see.
I gotta test your knowledge, OG. They got me working you, dog. They got me working you, man.
Here we go.
Voila.
First of all, did you drive to South Carolina and get these? Is this from your man down there, or where did
These
this
actually,
come
this is personal stash.
You know, hey,
This is what he was going through the wardrobe today, and he's like, "Oh, which one should I rock?"
yeah, the Matt Welty skin tones for sure. All right, OG, I'm gonna put 2 of these by you,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna keep 2 over here by me and my terroristic friend. Some of these are not real, and some of these are real. I want you to let me know which ones you think are real.
You're allowed to lick the sole if need
No,
be.
no, that's not gonna help.
You know.
You got to do a taste
This
test.
one doesn't. This one already is jumping out to me because of the stitch on the back. Or something about.
You like that shoe?
I love this shoe. I don't like the way this one breaks right here. So
that's a dub. Done.
I think that's a wrap on
me have a look.
those. I haven't seen these in person, so I don't know.
Reggie
if this
sent you
Reggie
a
didn't
pair?
send you a pair?
No, I still haven't
Reggie,
gotten
Reggie,
these.
did you?
So I don't know if this is
Would
the
you do a
string that
collab
comes
with
with it.
Justin
That's the
Timberlake?
thing.
We're gonna have to
Would
text
I?
Reggie.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Music, shoe, anything.
You got to.
Yo, I don't know why we always gotta talk about Justin Timberlake.
He hates
What's wrong with talking
I'm
about
about to say,
Justin
why don't
Timberlake?
you call him to get Bun a pair? That's your man's, right? How we feel about the bio beige?
I'm gonna say these are.
You gotta hit the Jeopardy music.
Yeah, no.
Clock is ticking.
I'm gonna say these are fake. I don't like the strings, even if they aren't fake. I'm not crazy about the strings. But you know, this one might be real. This one might be real.
Bam.
You got
Sacks.
those Tom Sachs?
Oh God, I've never seen them in person though. The tongue looks right, but it's something about this that's throwing me off.
You a fan of these, Bun?
Yeah, I am actually.
It's a good shoe.
I am actually. I'm gonna say these are real.
Okay.
I don't see a reason for them to make these fake in numbers like that. Well, I thought it would have been more detail on these though.
And soles over there.
Yeah.
Give him a whiff. You know that helps. Come on, the glue
Fake smell?
No, I didn't get it. I should not listen
You
to
can't live, bro.
I
You
should
can't
not
listen to
help
no
you.
nigga
Should not
with no
listen to you at
stash
all.
I'm
like
trying to
that.
help you.
You can't listen to him.
I'm gonna say these are fake
All right.
because I don't
You
like
have-
the weight on them either. These are super heavy, so these are probably real. Because that's the one thing about this shoe is that this shoe is heavy. The fake wouldn't be as heavy.
Will you wear Adidas?
Will I wear Adidas?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Okay.
wear Adidas.
He'll go to the match with you.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna say these are real because these got a good weight to them.
So, the only one of these that was real
Was that one?
was that one.
Amazing.
Not bad.
You
Not
gotta
bad.
work at StockX as an authenticator.
All right. So moving forward, we had this thing called worst take,
That's right.
right?
Every single episode we want to
Worst
know
take?
who
Worst
had the
take.
worst take from the
Tell 'em
last
about it a little bit.
episode, and we want your opinion
Okay.
on that in the YouTube comments. This week, I believe our colleague Matt Welty over here was nominated for the worst take. I'm sorry, Welty, they weren't happy with that joke you made about Trinidad James touching the sneakers and them turning to gold. Justin in the comments says, sorry, Welty, that Trinidad joke was a dud.
The crazy part was we were actually going to have the black one on it, but then
Right.
Trinidad touched it, it turned to gold.
Whenever somebody has the worst take, we pick some absolute
Yes, put 'em
dud
on.
sneakers for them to wear
Talk
for the
next.
rest of the episode. And since the people voted that you had the worst take, you have to take off those Adidas trainers you have on and you have to put on these Skechers.
Don't forget your cargo shorts and your hiking backpack.
Again,
new drip
please
on.
do remember in the comments to tell us who had the worst take from this episode, and we will
Please.
give them a similar
These actually have
punishment
comfy insole
next
on.
week.
I bet they're yours from your
Not
desk.
the first time you've worn a pair of Skechers.
You've been working with this guy this long and you still haven't gotten your sock game right.
Man,
I got my Sony socks
I'm not
on.
mad at that.
So I'm talking about
Is it made in Italy?
for sure with that hat.
Masoni?
Anyways, talking about drip anyway, we're talking about socks and Skechers and these great Adidas that you love to wear, sir. We have a new segment. It's called Drip, Flip, or Skip. And drip, of course, is how you put it on. If we do we like it, does it, match the drip? Flip is like, we don't hate it, but we rather just make some money off of it.
Right.
Skip is, nah, we'll pass on that, it's no good.
Okay.
So, to start it off, we're gonna do the Nigel Sylvester Jordan
Drip.
ones.
Drip.
Boom, that's drip for you?
That's drip all day for me.
That's a flip. I think these look kind of gross. I'd rather just
Flip
sell
for you,
sell them
Brandon?
to somebody
What
at a
about-
flight club.
To me, this is. I think it looks all right, but to me, it's just a flip because I wouldn't wear that shoe.
What to call it?
Sorry, Bun.
This, no. That's opinion.
No, he should be. No, he should say that to me. I'm very offended.
I mean, I don't get paid by Jordan Brand, so I guess that's the difference between you.
here we go, here we go.
If you said something negative
They
about
never
that
sent me
shoe,
a pair of M&M 4. So
you said something
okay.
negative about that shoe, would you get a call real quick? Like Chimo hits you up and be like, "Yo."
No, because I'm not on the payroll. Like I've done speaking events. I perform for them. I do stuff for every brand. I don't have like an exclusivity clause or whatever.
For me, I'm gonna say drip.
Yeah?
I gotta wear those.
I gotta say because I really need a pair in person.
Okay, say it to the
thing
camera
to
so
me,
the
those
people at
looks a
Jordan Brands,
little
go
bit-
ahead. You
little
really need a
somebody.
pair.
Little too close to the Lance Mountains.
Lance Mountain's way better.
Yeah.
That's one of the truth. Moving forward though, the Bodega Commanders. What do you think about these, OG?
Drip,
These
flip,
might
or
be a skip for me.
You skipping these?
Yeah, I'm gonna skip these.
You don't like the silhouette or the colorway? or-
No, I'm not really crazy about that.
This is a drip for me.
The Commanders are not
I'm feeling the
Commander.
Commander. I like
You
the
said that's
Commander. I
drip for
like
you?
Bodega's work.
Drip?
Yeah.
I'm so on the fence.
That's
on
not
this one.
that. Your face is not on the
You
toe.
see the
No.
stripes, right?
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
no,
See the
for
stripes on the
me,
shoe, right?
It does have 3 stripes.
if they
though.
sent me a pair, I'd maybe wear them, but I wouldn't shell out for these. So maybe if it's actual retail, maybe a
Okay.
skip.
All right, moving forward. The
Wait,
Supreme.
this is
No,
a drip
you-
for you?
Well, for me, I'm definitely a
pick one.
skip. It's a
Okay,
skip.
you
It's
skip
definitely
Because
a
you,
skip.
yeah, you,
It's like
you thought you
anything
were
that
gonna fuck
smells
with me
like
on that
him,
one.
I'm
Yeah.
skipping.
All right.
Moving forward, our Supreme, Gatos, we asked you about Supreme earlier. Me personally, I'm gonna just put it out there. This is drip.
Really?
For me, that red one is hard, and the baby blue. For me personally, I would be the guy
I
who
think you're
usually would
lost
skip
on
that.
this one, man.
What about you, OG? What do you think?
I would drip probably the baby blue, but I think the other ones I would probably flip. But
Have you ever resold sneakers?
for me,
Yeah.
no. Most of the sneakers I get are gifts. So I
Yeah.
would never sell anything that somebody
Makes
gives
sense.
me.
Yeah, me neither.
Sure, Brandon, please.
This is a skip for me. This doesn't make any sense to me, and I don't think you're gonna make a lot of money if you try and invest in them.
I would try and flip. I don't think you're gonna get much on it, but this is a skip for me.
Eh?
All right, cool. So last week we talked about Jay,
Yes.
and we talked about our boy A$AP Rocky.
Yes.
This week we're talking about the Queen, Serena, playing in those Supreme up-tempos. How do we feel about that?
I'm good with that.
That's a skip for me. I still hate this shoe. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. All the up tempos where they change the letters around, none of those look good to me.
Matt?
For me, it's just like the only thing I feel like with this is it seems too much of a planned like PR move.
But they wouldn't they have picked something else, a fresher model?
Why would they pick the
why
old
wouldn't she have
Supreme
her off?
up-tempo?
If it was a calculated move from Nike,
You want to know why? Why are we talking about this on the show?
but I'm saying
we
fell right-
Nike,
we
but
fell
if
right
Nike
into that.
wanted a reaction, wouldn't they have put her in the off-whites for this?
I think this is more like they know all the sneaker bloggers are going to post this.
And you played
Okay.
right into
So
their
I'm gonna say that to me that's drip. I love when
I'm not saying it's whack. It's just like I just feel like it's like a PR
So it's a
move.
skip. Is it a skip for you
Yeah,
or a
it's a
flip?
skip,
Okay,
skip.
it's a skip. So it's drip for me because it's doing what it's supposed to do.
Yeah.
And I feel that like we always downplay what a female can rock. She might like the shoe, bro. It's an all black shoe.
And she's wearing it better than a lot of dudes wear them. I'll give her that.
Yachty's birthday just passed. Happy belated birthday to the young man.
Is he
young
coming on
Lil
the
Yachty.
show? Are you gonna?
Hey
set
man,
that
you
up?
never know. He got all the heat now. Tokyo 5s. I can't tell what type of shirt. It look like a Bape do-rag he has on there. Is that a Supreme Chucky shirt? I don't know. What is that? I can't tell.
It's a skip for me, regardless.
Those jeans are definitely like 2006, like Karma Loop.
You got
like,
these on right now. Relax.
No,
Relax.
No.
Relax.
Those are definitely like shrink to fit 501s.
And a head rag, that wouldn't beat me.
Yeah, I'm straight on the head rack. Me too.
Welty?
I agree with
What
that.
is-
Welty, what do you think?
What?
This is a
What
skip,
do you mean,
drip,
what?
flip,
What are you talking
anything?
about? Come on, man.
Well, I mean, y'all got the same
I thought you were
jeans.
asking if
That
I
shirt
wear
with
the head
these
rag, I
shorts,
guess.
with these jean shorts, yeah, it's a flex.
I actually think it's kind of a drip.
No, all right. I'm looking forward to you putting together an outfit similar to this. Listen,
I'm gonna say it's a drip too, minus
You
the
can find some
durag.
like MySpace photos.
I
of
like
it
Yachty
back
for
in the
this.
day.
God.
all right, before we get out of here, we do want to take a look at the comment section. Every week we ask you guys to chime in on the YouTube comments and our Instagram DMs. Trinidad, if you could pass me over here the comment section card.
Yes, sir.
And I will read off some
Y'all
choice
got this
ones.
shit
from
real
our-
like professional.
Hey man,
Yeah, we
coffee
got a
mugs
little-
and all.
a little bit
Buy a
of it
coffee
over
mug,
here.
guys.
First thing on here, we have someone who we talked about last week, a commenter named Sixberg64SS saying, Trinidad managed to save the show. I don't like where this is going, but I'm going to finish it.
Sheesh.
Someone calling these two out on their terrible fashion and just general lameness is exactly what was needed.
Guys, I'm working on him. He is a process, and that mustache, I'll make it down that way. But I got to start here
Yeah,
first.
I have to be honest. Guys like you and Brad Hall really confuse me in this culture.
Him or me?
Both of you.
Okay. What is it?
You just.
tough.
yeah,
It's hard.
Let it out.
It's
like
hanging.
these outfits right now, even before the Skechers, that was a skip.
How does
like,
how
both
your
of y'all
outfit
was
look better
skip.
with Skechers on?
No, it's awful.
Your
Bun,
outfit
I'm
look
gonna
better
show
with
up with the-
Skechers
I'm
on.
gonna show up with the jean shorts next
Isn't
time
Brad
just
like
for
the
you.
new model for Yeezy? Isn't it him and Kim Kardashian
Yeah.
are like modeling in this?
We have Playboy
White
Nova
guys
in the
get all the
comment
luck.
section
You guys get all the luck.
I don't know, I
saying
work in the sneaker industry for
my
15
my
years, so.
fave complex show, and he says,
But working
fire.
in the sneaker industry and being fresh are two different things.
That's the truth.
I just think I look all right.
We're working
Oh,
on
of
it.
course, in
We
Skechers.
have
Because Phil Knight has never hit it.
When
So-
your hat matches your shoes,
Trying,
you already
trying.
won.
We have the shoe game in the comments. Shout out to G-Rock.
Gee.
Oh,
Good-
really?
Good friend of the show.
Wow.
Good man.
He said, good-ish, fellas. TJ is a good fit for the show. Nothing but respect for my guy Maze, OG Talk. I don't know who that is. Good to see my
Big
guy
Rich.
TJ holding it down. Atlanta, all caps. P.S. This is the most important part. I told Brendan a long time ago, that's in all caps, that he should quit sneakers and go to Hollywood. Dude has A1 dry humor and needs to be in a sitcom or movie. And then he said that's cap-free with an exclamation mark. We also have Love the World saying in all caps, Welty, send me a game-worn signed pair of New Balances. You need to get in contact with that
comment
person.
made me laugh out loud when I read that for real.
Thank you
You're
for
a
chiming
legend,
in the
bro.
They've
comment
been hitting
section.
me for that for a while, so New Balance, if you want to send me some shoes.
Game
Yeah,
worn,
Welty
New
will
Balances?
distribute them. Thank you again for watching this latest episode of Full Size Run. Please tell us in the comments who had the worst take, and also just spam those comments in general with positive messages for all of our co-hosts
Please.
here. Again,
If I have the worst take, do I have to come back and put these ugly ass shoes on?
yeah, you may.
We're gonna fly you.
I'll send them to you in the mail so you just take a picture with them. You
It might be the jean shorts. Again, I'm Brendan Dunne.
I'm Matt Welty.
Trinidad Drippin' James is here.
I'm Bun B with jean shorts on.
Woo! Make sure you subscribe, guys. We love you.
See you next time.
She want every color, that's a full size. Buy a 6 for my kids, bought a 7 for my
This is Full Size Run. I need you to subscribe now, or I'll be forced to shave my mustache.
This is Full Size Run. I need you to subscribe now or I will quit this motherfucker, man.
Subscribe now or Trinidad James will have to freestyle again.
Subscribe now, or I have to get a real job.
Subscribe now, because I just want to buy Gucci socks and be great and live my best life, please. Thank you.
I can support that. Yeah, definitely. If nothing else, subscribe so Trinidad James can buy Gucci socks.